a union town, all down the line. This is a union
Mickey Kasparian and UFCW 135 are really statewide leaders in terms of standing up for workers and worker protection. It's folks like UFCW 135 and their lobbying efforts when they come to Sacramento and tell us what's happening on the ground, that really makes a difference. It's really impactful.
UFCW Local 135 has always had a strong relationship with their legislators. In the past few years, whether it was sick days or whether it was grocery worker retention, whether it was holiday pay, we've worked together to try to create a legislative package that helps everyday working folks.
I know Mickey's commitment to organizing, educating, and activating workers in our state, and that really makes a difference. It makes a difference for UFCW 135. It makes a difference for California workers.
So we really have four major components surrounding our local union. One is collective bargaining and representation. Two is organizing new workers. Three is politics. And four is membership involvement. Those four categories are the pillars and the foundation of UFCW Local 135.
This land is your land. This land is
The contract negotiations this year were stressful on my entire family. We were really worried about the affordability of our health care.
We knew these negotiations were going to be very difficult. We knew we had to protect our health care and our retirement. We had to get wage increases, hard money wage increases. Those were important. We needed more notice, advanced scheduling. Our members didn't have enough notice on their scheduling. 2-3 days is not enough. And as always, we saw in those negotiations and through proposals that our employers were looking to take away everything. We had to get our membership involved.
It was pretty crazy. A lot of management came down this time and really put the hurt on us, trying to discourage us.
I picketed the North County. My wife actually did a day once, and then I did the opposite day.
When the boycott happened, I was very happy to switch from buying groceries at my own store, Ralph's, after work, and I would drive to a local Staters. And I really enjoyed showing that support to the Staters workers as well. I picketed at the Vons in Encinitas, and I brought our 14-year-old daughter along with me so she could see the importance of what the union does for workers' rights.
We went in front of stores, asking the customers to support our membership. And it was overwhelming on the customer support that we received.
Pamphleting really helps because they can see something. They have a piece of paper there that they can realize, hey, you know what, these are people, and there's a reason that they're standing out here holding this paper. They're not doing it for fun. They're doing it because it means something. It's important. To be able to get so much stuff from it and to be so successful with it just shows that, hey, you know, if we stick together and we really just focus on one thing and say, hey, we're going to get a good contract. We're not going to let up. We're going to keep fighting until they relent. It's like a battle, you know.
It was just nice to know that the people who also work alongside me were able to benefit in this contract by being able to reach the levels a little bit quicker than they had in the past.
What I personally felt was our best was being able to get our schedule even earlier. That it was like unprecedented. We like, wow, really? Getting our schedule even earlier? So that was a big win.
It just makes us all stronger together when we all get a little bit at the table. Just makes us a little bit more closer. That's what we all want at the end of the day, is to be a little bit closer.
We got wage increases throughout the entire life of the agreement. We protected our health care, we protected our retirement, we got advanced scheduling notice, and made other improvements throughout the contract, and did it with no concessions. And all because our members stood behind their local union.
a union town, all down the line. This
CVS is probably the most important, along with our victory in the negotiations with the major grocery stores. The most important victory that we've had this year at UFCW Local 135 has been our organizing of the CVS stores.
We put together this member organizing committee, and quite frankly, it's risen to even boundaries that we never thought we could get to.
We began this campaign in February of this year, and we ended in October of this year, so it took us about 8-9 months.
Here in San Diego, we saw 52 new stores, CVS stores, become unionized, and almost 1,000 new workers. It's really one of the best organizing efforts anywhere in San Diego in any industry, in the past decade.
And we were able to speak to the workers in their break room and talk to them about the contract. And then the workers were able to choose whether they wanted to be part of our union or not.
Annabelle Arus and Jerry Singh. They went out 7 days a week, all hours of the day, to talk to CVS workers, to do meetings with these workers, to inform them and let them know what being a union member meant, what a union contract meant.
There was workers that had been working at CVS for 10, 12, 13 years and hadn't got raises. A lot of these workers were going to get huge raises, $5 raises, up to $6 raises, job protections, vacations. The non-union environment is way different than the union stores, so they were really excited.
Will help those individuals out with making sure that they get their raises, that they have health insurance, especially for their families, their children, especially the children.
At this very conference today, we have some of those CVS workers that are now stewards. So it's really exciting to see them here and welcome CVS workers to our union family.
This land is your land. This land is
I enjoy reaching out to new members particularly. New hires don't have a lot of information about the benefits of the union and the reason for them to get involved. So I enjoy trying to reach them because a lot of information they receive when they first get hired is directly from the company, and they need the information of the union.
I communicate to people as much as I can what's been communicated to me, or if there's any issues as far as concerns about hours, safety, regardless what it is. I try to help them as much as I can.
I get to work with the new people that just come on, and that's always fun, allowing them to see the benefits of having a union and being part of the union. If there's any questions or any problems, make sure that they grab a hold of me and that I'm there for them.
As a steward, I make sure that I know my union book, my rules, my laws, so that when my co-workers have questions of what management is doing, if they're doing it right or not doing it right, if they have any questions, to know the answers for them, to let them know, if you don't have a voice for yourself, I'll be that voice for you.
a union town, all down the line.
We're trying to put together a strategy, a program where our own members develop their leadership skills and their ability to communicate both to their coworkers and to the broader public about why it's important to be active in the union and what we're going to be able to accomplish if we are strong.
Anybody that would hear UFCW Local 135 in this community, in the state, will tell you that this union is a powerful union. I'm so proud to be around the amazing shop stewards that we have, the amazing union members we have.
The bottom line is we're all in this together. When there are multiple strong unions in a community, that entire community gets lifted up.
When we fight for strong contracts, it's also helping the rest of San Diego because it raises standards for everybody else.
Time is short, right? And the stakes are high, so we have to be able to deliver for the middle class and for workers. Local 135 does that every single day. If I were a member of Local 135, I would feel extremely well represented.
So when we put out a call for an action, a picket line, come down to City Council, UFCW 135 members are always there. They always answer the call.
We know that we're working from a foundation of strength. It starts with our members being actively engaged and leading that effort.
As union members, we're family members.
The quality of life that the union allows me to have is something that I can't even put into words. It's just super cool. You got to be a part of it.
I'll do, whatever it takes, because I feel that's how we can come together and stronger. And that's what the union asked me to do. That's what I'll do.
I believe very strongly in my heart that the union is for all workers' rights. And that has really stayed with me the 27 years that I've been a union member.
Every day this local union is committed to improving the lives of not only our members, but members and workers all through this community. That is our vision, and our vision is becoming a reality.
This land is yours.